feeling tonight? It is your host, it's your boy, All Star Izzy. We are here, we are live in full effect, aren't we? If you in the building, say what's up, say what's going on. We are here live in full effect. How we feeling? Remember, if you're new, hit the like button and subscribe. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up. It's your boy, All Star Izzy. Hold on. Gotta make sure that. And of course, as you see, we're not the casual, usual setup. But however, we're still gonna get this party going. We're gonna get this conversation started. How's everybody feeling tonight? Soren, how you feeling? What's good, Brody? How you feeling? This is my shit right here. This is my shit. This is how I feel tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this exactly. What's going on, Ghostface? I feel you. How you doing, man? What's going on? What's going on? Great to see everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you are new, hit the like button and subscribe. We are gonna have a great conversation today. And yes, as Soren just stated, if you haven't gotten your All-Star membership, do it right now before, there's going to be a time where, it will increase. So we're doing exactly what we need to do right now. And I'm grateful for those who joined in. Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? Not too great, but trying to feel better. Hope all is well. ¿Cómo estás, Cali? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Estás bien? Great to see you. Great to see everybody. We are going to have a great conversation tonight. Specifically, we're going to be talking about female nature, right? It's a very hot topic. I hear a lot of people that talk about it. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Let me try to move this, maybe. Hold on, let me give this a... Let me move this. Maybe I can get some more space in this shit. Because it's a very tight spot that I'm in right at this moment. So please excuse me and apologies if the lighting isn't as well as at this time. Your boy is out tonight. Yes, sub and like, I appreciate you. Me encanta verte. May someone translate for me, please? I think that would help me a lot going forward. But anyways, tonight, gentlemen, ladies, that are in chat, we're gonna be talking about something important. I'm gonna be exposing the true nature of females' behaviors. Right? You know what's crazy is just because when people usually talk about exposing women's nature, the true female's nature, I think it's a bit like it's over exaggerated, or it's just based off of fear, lies, and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a different way of doing it. You feel me? Not good, but you attempt. Hey, gracias para attempting. The Spanglish is coming in though. Thank you for attempting. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. My name is All Star Izzy. Hit the like button and subscribe. We on the road to the top. You know how we do. Oh shit! I just added some more light. That's fly. I didn't even know I could do all that. I'm over here at a new location and everything. You know what I'm saying? She says she likes what she sees. I appreciate Spanglish is good. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you like what you see. You know what I mean? All I can see is based off the profile picture, but that time can change in the future. Potentially can come up tonight. ¿Quieres ir aquí? ¿Quieres ir on cámara? I don't even know how to say it. But what's up with everybody? It's your boy, All Star Izzy. We're going to have a great conversation. Remember, it's going to be... Wait, so I got... Oh, okay, bet. That's how you do that. That's lit. So we're going to be talking about 5 secrets. Mainly, it's 5 secrets. 5 things that I want to talk about that mainly comes with exposing. We got to expose these women. Not in a bad way. Okay, everything that I'm about to talk about going forward is a good thing. I don't do this out of any malice. This is me not to disrespect women, but I am definitely going to be talking some secrets that should stay as a secret. But I give a fuck about the man that's listening. You feel me? So if you expose women, not in a bad way, in un bueno way, in a great way. Listen. I'm going against a lot of the rules right now to speak on what I'm going to speak on tonight. If you in the building, drop some stars in the chat. If you are in the building, make yourself known. You know what I mean? I see y'all in the building. Shout out to all the people that's pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I know we got a lot of secret watchers, and I just want to say I appreciate y'all too. You know what I mean? I know y'all in the background, maybe in the shadows. The people who like to keep their hands in the pants in the back of the party. Yeah, I mean you gotta have those sometimes when you throw the function. You feel me? But anyways. Let me pull up my list really quickly, all right? Because we're going to be having a good conversation. We're going to be on here for a minute, right? And this is an open panel. So what I'm going to do in a few, I'm going to drop the link. So when I drop the link, that means that you're willing and you're able to pull up to the live. If you like to, maybe you disagree, maybe you want to talk on it, or we could talk about some things. Shout out to all the stalkers in the chat. Yeah, shout out to all the stalkers, man. We appreciate y'all. At least I do, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, give me a second. Yes, so 5 secrets. Originally, it was gonna be 5 secrets women hide from majority of men. Like, okay, so everything that I'm gonna be talking about let me try to put this down because I don't feel like holding this shit. No lie. Let me know if y'all still can hear me when it's like this. Can y'all still hear me like this? Or ooh, this shit is fly, man. What's going on? It's your boy All Star Izzy. We are here gonna have we're gonna have a conversation of the century of conversation. You know what I mean? We're just gonna be impacting. Shout out to all the new people. When the hell music come in? Oh, I've been having music in this bitch. You can hear me fine? Okay, good. Shout out to everybody, Soren. If you don't mind, throughout the live, if you can just type in All Star and also to let people know to like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. Or any other further mods. My name is All Star Izzy Gill. Great to see you. Shout out to everybody. But anyway, so as I'm speaking on, the secrets about women. Again, this is not to disrespect women. I'm not here to do any of that. I'm not here to do that. But here's the thing. I'm going to be talking about some secrets and some truths that may shock you. Honestly, I think it's going to shock a lot of people. And the reason why I think it's going to shock is because either you heard it before, right? And you may think that's not true. But there's a lot of real shit going on behind the scenes. Women are keeping things a secret, and you have to be a certain type of man in order to get these experiences out of women. You can't just be the only time if you would hear something about this is probably if you're listening to someone like myself or exposing certain secrets and shit like that. You know what I mean? Got the bucket first? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great to see everybody. What's going on? No, sir. I just love this. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. If you're new, hit the like and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into this conversation, gentlemen, okay? So we're going to be speaking again. It's going to be these 5 secrets, all right? And listen, if they gotta call me a bad guy for doing it, I don't mind that. I want you guys to hear this, but when I tell y'all this, right? I don't want y'all to look at women wrong. Like, some people may get in their feelings, but I want you guys to look at this as an opportunity to learn something different and look at things in a different lens. X-Men, how you feeling, bro? X-Men, excuse me. And I just, take it for what it is. You may have you're 22. Good to know, bro. Good to know. This is usually an 18 plus live anyway. So you're in the right category, right spot. Okay, this isn't to blame women. This isn't to be like, oh, all women ain't shit. This isn't none of that. This is just so you can hear this. And when I tell you this, and when you have that moment when you get to experience it, you're going to be like, oh, shit, this is exactly what he was talking about. And we're going to get into that in a few. But if you in the building, remember, hit the like button. Subscribe to your boy. We on the road to the top, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. If you have the All-Star icon next to your name, make sure you drop them emojis, dog. Make sure you drop them emojis and show them. Show them how you shine. Show them how you shine, okay? What's going on? What's going on? Anyways, all right. Let's talk about it, right? Because we're here to talk about the 5 secrets, gentlemen and ladies that's in the background. See, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Reynaldo. You know what I mean? But the first one, okay, this is something that I said before about women, and I didn't really want to expand on it because I wanted to talk about it here. For this live in particular, but the first one of secrets women hide from majority of men, or exposing the true female's nature. Actually, let me expand on that really quickly. What I mean, a woman's true, like the true female nature, I think is just in the side that she shows to the man that she wants to be with. There's a complete difference to what she shows majority of men versus the man that's in the back end that she actually wants to open up to and be with, right? I want to show you all sides of me. Okay, and with all sides come different experiences, different faces, different personalities, maybe a little freakier than she comes off, maybe not as innocent as you think, but that is all part of what women show to the men that they want to be with. Okay, so that's how I see as female nature. It's not to say that they're bad people. Women have cravings just the way men do, right? The thing is that a lot of women have to be they got to be a bit more private about it because of the way most people disrespect or view women in the world, right? So this is why, and this is all from my own experience, right? It's maybe some things I observed, but like I've learned these throughout my way. Number one, okay, of secrets women hide from majority of men, and exposing their true nature. Number one, gentlemen, is gonna be women love to confess. This is gonna be a big one, right? I didn't get to expand on it the way that I wanted to before, because again, like I said before, Maria, I see you in the building. Great to see you. The reason why I saved it for this time is because there's gonna be a lot of women, right, that are either gonna confess to you, or they're not gonna confess at all. Diaj, I see you again, girl. How you feeling? And the thing is, when I mean that women love to confess, is that women want to open up their feelings and their thoughts, and they want to open up different kinks, maybe scenarios. They want to open up different conversations. I remember, and not to put on blast, I know Diaja had this spoke about it a little bit. You said something is, you open up about something to a man, and he kind of got weirded out, whatever the case is, right? But just in general, women like to confess their feelings. Women want to feel open with a man, and let me tell you something. When a woman is able to be open about not only just herself, her life, her fears, her insecurities, her mind, her thoughts. She wants to open up about as far as like, sexual fantasies. And women see here when I mean confess too, like I have talked to many women. I hear stuff like this, like I hear a lot of things like you're a fresh breath of air. But the reason why women say certain things like that is to me is because a lot of women are guarded when you first meet them, or even down the line getting to know them. Nothing wrong, let them do what they do, right? But two, down the line is when women start to open up and they're confessing. You're like, you know what, you are completely different than what I've used to experience before. You are somebody who can talk the talk and walk the walk. Or they will say something like, I'm afraid to tell you this because if I tell you this right now, you may use it against me. That's a very famous line that I hear from a lot of women. I'm gonna say that again. A famous line that I hear from a lot of women, right? It would be certain things, and this is me not to boast. I'm telling y'all, women love to confess. Like they want to like, how like women be tucking their stomach in, they're like, or like they're, like they trying to pose and all that shit. Like they want to breathe. So when she's confessing, that's a clear sign that she likes you and she's willing to tell you certain things too. But anyways, a lot of the things that are like a famous line, excuse me, I got it in my notes somewhere because it was actually said to me the other day. It was crazy, but I had to quote it because I was like, this is exactly what we talk about. Oh yes, I feel like if I tell you this, you're gonna use it against me. Now here's the thing. I see you, B. How you doing? But the thing is that like when she says, you're gonna use it against me, she knows you're not gonna use it against her. She's basically saying, once I confess this to you, you now know that there is you have power over me, right? Because a lot of women can be guarded again, but it feels good to them to even say that. Obviously, it's not like you're gonna be crazy and be like, oh, now I got her, wrapped around on my fingers. I got the control. Like it's none of that bullshit. It's just more so just she wants to confess and be able to open up about those certain things. Like women like to tell their feelings to men. Like they want to talk about how much they feel about you. They want to get under your skin. They want to be with you 1,000, like just every single day, every single time. You know what I'm saying? 1,000. Salute, Luis. If you are in the building, hit the like button. If you are new, hit the subscribe. My name is All Star Izzy. Thank you for being here. In other words, you got leverage. Yes, exactly. And the thing is that it's a good leverage. It's not a bad leverage. It's a leverage that's like, I want to tell you. Like confessing, in other words, is like a way to submit, but mentally. And it's not a bad thing. It's more so like I can tell you, I can tell you deep things that I feel about you. I can tell you the times that shit I even thought about having kids, right? Not me per se, but I've heard it all, like in different things. But when I hear it, I don't take it like, oh, she's like super obsessed, which some could potentially be, but I don't take it as women being obsessed. I take it as like this is her, whether she's shaken by the fear or the control, she's still being able to open up and have a like and tell me how she feels about me. Because you got to think about it too. A lot of women's hearts can be guarded in certain aspects. or like in past experiences, due to like how men treated them, how when she confessed her feelings, they used it as leverage, they used it as a way to manipulate. They didn't, live up to the hype of who they were. So when women confess about those things, it's like a beautiful way to say, um I enjoy you. And when I tell you this, like when women tell me that, when they confess, like they're like, well, this is like this, the whole thing that I said, the quote, I feel like if I tell you this, you might have power over me. When they tell me, I'll be like, who says I already haven't? I'll just have fun with it. It's nothing too crazy. But then they would tell me, and then I would tell them, I was like, well, I appreciate you opening up about those things, right? And I'll tell her, because I'm a bit cocky with it, I'm not gonna lie. So I'll say something like, oh, I've been through this, but I like that you had the guts to tell me. And she'll be like, what do you mean you knew it? What gave it away? What you mean? What was I doing? I was like, I could just, different ways you talk to me, how you open up, how you look at me specifically, how you are more comfortable with me and willing to like open up about, certain things. And a big reciprocator too is that I've noticed a lot is when women are willing to, like adapt to your time. And that doesn't say she can't have her own life, but when she adapts to her time, that's a beautiful thing. She's showing there's a real compliance and reciprocation. Ultimately, there's no truly way of knowing unless you observe her actions. That's very true. Yeah, what shout out to hey, y'all put some stars in the chat. My sister's in the building. Y'all put some stars in the chat. My sister is in the building. By the way, if you are new, hit the like button and subscribe. My name is All Star Izzy. Let's keep talking about this. But again, like I said, for number one, it's super important about women. And see, the thing is that you have to be a man that's able to allow space for confession to happen. Like you can't expect confession to occur if you're not a man who's able to not only provide a thrilling experience, right? Because that's who you are. But if you're not also able to be a secure man, if you're not able to also be like, well, I want to be like when you're with me, there's an essence of safety. So it creates trust. And trust is an important thing, which, in the future, I'm going to talk about how to build trust with women. But I break it down into so many ways. That's going to be another conversation for another time. But that's why when women love to confess, right? Because on the surface, and why this is a secret, because on the surface, man, these women they looking all hardcore, rebellious. Maybe they got that RBF, that maybe, you know what I'm saying? That maybe they're like a bit too guarded. They're like posted up and shit. But underneath all that, all that hard exterior, whatever's being presented, she wants to feel what she feels. Like she wants to feel that, she wants to feel safe. She wants to feel soft. She wants to feel her feelings all throughout without having to feel like there's any safeguards. So when they confess, and when she talks about not even just how she feels in that aspect, or the fantasies and kinks that we've spoken on, but it's that conversation isn't open to more conversations going further, because that also reciprocates everything that you've been leading up to a certain point. Like your leadership would show how willing she is to open up with you. Because again, women love to confess. I have a question at the almost end of the stream. It can wait. Okay, if you can't be a man, don't expect for her to confess. Basically, Marie. Basically, and the thing is, women want to confess. They want to feel like they can. You know. Facts, Louise. Facts. Don't drink and drive. Absolutely, do not do that. But it's very true. And I love when. See, that's one of my favorite things with ladies is when they confess, right? And see, confession doesn't have to be like, oh, I like you so much. It could be like, or it doesn't have to have a timeline. Confession can genuinely happen like the first couple of conversations. The confession can happen on the phone. Confession can happen in person. Like I remember being when I first met this woman, right? And I gave this story before. Good to see you, Elijah. And Kiki, how you doing? What's going on? Great to see you. But there was this I remember when I've said the story before, but basically this lady that I had met through some friends, I didn't like her. I didn't like our conversation. It felt like an interview, and I told her that. And I was like, yeah, I'm good with this. You have a good one. It feels like an interview. I'm cold like that. Anyways, fast forward, I go back to the place. It's a bar that I often went to, and she was there with the same friends, and she seen me and she was like, should I talk to you or should I feel like an interview? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, that depends. Let's see how you come about this time. You seem a little bit more comfortable now. And then she rolled her eyes and went back to her friends. But it was fun. We ended up drinking and having a really good time. We was buying each other drinks. We ended up dancing at another club. It was a really good time. But even towards the end of that interaction, she was like, I was just more so like that because I was just nervous. And I'm so used to see. This is confession right here. This is confession. I'm just used to men who are like who see me, who pedestalize me. She didn't use those exact words, but she was just like, I'm so used to men that's like almost like babying me in a sense, not in a bad way, but like they treat me like I'm the best thing that they ever had in their life, kind of thing. So it's different when someone approaches me with like they don't want to impress me, and I think that's part of what the attraction was in it because I didn't want to. I don't care about impressing. I am impressive, right? So, but the thing is that came down with it was when she confessed that she was like, "Well, I can tell, like even just by what you said, but even your conversation, I liked it a lot." And we ended up having our relations down the end, but still, it was just that confession of bringing those things up and even talking about like the difference. We talked about the difference maker before, but women can definitely tell when a man is a difference maker. You know what I mean? And they're gonna enjoy that and love that. Because when you stand out, when you stand apart from the crowd, from the average fishes of men, women see that and they will capitalize on that. And it doesn't have to be all women, but they will. I'm telling you, because they're gonna confess. And here's the thing: when they confess to you and they say these things, it's not for you to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm that motherfucker. I know I'm that guy." That's why you're saying it. But I don't need that to reassure to be egotistical or big headed of being like, oh my God, she said this, so now I'm really that guy. Like, what the fuck? No, I was that before. I was that now, and I'll be that after. Because I'm not moved by what you're saying. It's again, like I said, gentlemen, it is a reinforcement of what we already speaking on, of my own leadership. It's like a reciprocation. When a woman confesses, that's just her reciprocating what you've been putting out. Shout out to, I forgot what it was called, New Radicals. I think what it's called, the band and the song "You Get What You Give." It's very on par with that. You know what I'm saying? Soren says at the end of the day, I think it's important. I think it's important to think about what you want as well. If she confesses one of her fantasies and you don't like that, that's okay. In my opinion, I agree, and there's nothing wrong with that. The whole point, what is the quote of the day? To shine within is to shine without. But I appreciate you, Marie. Thank you. But the thing is like, and that's fine. You confess, she confessed, like, but that's the thing. You have to be open to be willing about that. Like, you got to be open about what you want, what you like, what you don't like. And if you guys don't see eye to eye on that, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Because that, to be honest, confessing is just like opening new levels to either we're going to take this to a new height or we're not, or this is not going to be where we want it to be, right? It's like it feels like a canon, not a canon event, but such like a big event leading up to something. But really, it's just about opening up about how you feel, to be honest. Give me one brief moment, you guys. Shout out to everybody. My name is All Star Izzy. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. My apologies. I'm just going to my notes really quickly. I did lose my track over here. One moment. I want to hear this one. Yes. Being a man who doesn't need to impress women are the most impressive and attractive. Very true. It is. It's because it comes from a place of like, just in general, not being moved by anything outside of you. And see, just as you stated too, Kiki, that's a thing that I hear often. Now, it doesn't have to be those words necessarily, but it's like, what's also attractive to add on to that is a man who can think for themselves. Being able to think for yourself is extremely important, and it's a rare trait to have, especially in dating. Most people, specifically men, have to follow a certain crowd in order to get something for validation or approval and everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big part of it. To shine within, shine without. It's the new sexy. To shine within, shine without. Authenticity is the new sexy. Yes. Very close to it. Very close. You just missed the authenticity. But ladies and gentlemen, that was number one. Remember, I'll go ahead and say it one more time for you guys, because the words, and it can be in a different phrasing, but just the message behind, I feel like if I tell you this, you're going to use it against me, is one of the most important, impactful things. Just it's a very important and impactful thing for someone to say to you. Because if they're willing to share that information, man, just you're already in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But number two, okay, of five secrets women hide from majority of men. We're exposing the true female nature. We're not hating women. What I'm doing right now is very against the grain, okay? Because this is stuff that that not most experience, but you can. This is stuff to just assist you. You know what I'm saying? But if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. My name is All Star Izzy. Hit the like button. Share this out. All right, bet. Hold on. I'll be down in a few. But number two, okay, of five secrets. Number two is women love men who see them as human. Okay? I'm gonna say that one more time, y'all. Women love men. My mic is gonna die in a few. But women love men who can see them as a human. It's safe yet dangerous. Okay? Now let me speak on this some more, okay? Let's start with the first part. The reason why women love men, and this is a secret. This is a fucking secret. I promise. Great to see you, Amanda. But this is a secret, okay? And Amanda, I think you were a part of the live when we talked about it. Because most men are pedestalizing her already mentally and emotionally before they even approach her. They're already thinking in their mind, oh, I see her as this, or I see her as that, or she's so bad, she's the type I gotta spend money on. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta get my money right. Like, I'm gonna approach her. Let me not do it because I don't got my money up. Just overly pedestalizing thing. The thing of why it makes a woman feel safe is because you see her as who she is, not what you want to see her as. She is just a regular person, the way you are just a regular person. We are two humans sitting and looking at each other and just connecting. And you're pretty. But your because of your looks is not going to take me off track and make me think to myself, I need to be overly nervous. And men, if you experience nervousness or anxiety, a bit doubts and fears when you're seeing a woman that you can be like, oh, she's out of my league, or you have that type of mindset, you have to work through the nerves. One thing that I reference is look at it as a pool. You're starting from 3 feet, you got to swim all the way across to 10 feet. The water represents your anxiety, fears, and doubts. So basically, what I'm saying is you have to move through it. There's no other choice but to move through the feelings that you're feeling, because it's going to happen if it's not normal to you, right? Or it's something that's new. But that's what is going to happen. So why it feels safe yet dangerous? Because it's safe because she can say, okay, finally, not another creep. Like, finally, this is a normal interaction, right? And I'm like, okay, he can see me as somebody. But what makes it dangerous is because when a man, like, and this is just factual, all right? But when a man can genuinely see a woman like that, right? That doesn't mean he can't see her beauty. But once he sees her as just, you are another woman in my eyes, just another one. It's dangerous because this man has experience. It's dangerous because this man knows how to be with women. It's dangerous because I may like him a lot, and that's gonna make me feel out of control. You know what I'm saying? It's a dangerous spot to be in, but it's like a good danger though. It's like a shout out to Marquette, the safety and spark. Safety is because he's not weird. He can see me as who I am. But it's there's a spark there because there's an air of mystery now. Because hold on, what you mean you don't? And shout out to the ladies, right? What you mean you don't see me as a goddess? What you mean you don't see me as this bad bitch you want to praise? What you mean you don't? You know what I'm saying? Like most of the things that men always tell you guys, right? But the reason why it's good is because when you can see her, because it's the thing of what more than meets the eye theory. She can look pretty, but allow your curiosity to lead her, or lead yourself, excuse me, to what could potentially be of this lady. What is her characteristics? What is she like when she opens her mouth? What is the compatibility? What is the reciprocation with you? You know what I mean? Listen to that. Find that out. Have a conversation with her. Because yes, that doesn't. She could also be attracted to you. Who knows? She could be nervous as well, having a conversation with you. But because you see her as a human being, you did what 99.9999999% of men aren't willing to do, is to see her as just an individual, right? Again, this doesn't take away from how she looks, her personality, but because you can say in your mind, I don't think of you that way, or I don't think of you of more of anything until I get to know who you are. This like there's I mean there's levels to this shit, but this is all from a mental thing. And two, like I said, for the experience, the man who could think this way, the man who has thought that way, in times where I've been like this, and the biggest thing is confession, right? This is why secrets. It's a secret. Women confess secrets to me, and when they confess these secrets, a lot of it has to do because I would hear things like, "You don't see me the way other men see me," and a part of me like wanted to just kind of chase that part. Like I want to make him, and this is real story. I want to make him see me as like the way other men see me, but there's like I can't, I don't know why he doesn't. So she was like chasing that, but she's confessing that to me. But that's cause I don't see you as any different than any other woman that I've interacted with. Now when I have a conversation with you, show me why you're different. But you see the perspective, gentlemen, right? What's the difference in a man's eyes between cute, pretty, and beautiful? Well, I'm not. My perspective may be a little different because I'm not like a lot of these men out here. I'm not like these men. We are stars. We stars out here. But what I would say, if I were to tell cute, see, there's different like ways of saying the cute shit. Like, cause if I were to call a woman cute, if I find her attractive, I'll be like, oh, that's cute. But I'll say in a way to banter and flirt. I'll be like, oh, you thought that was okay, that's cute. You know what I mean? You thought that was gonna work or whatever. Pretty is just like, she pretty. To be honest, cute, pretty, and beautiful in my eyes is on the same scale. But if we're just talking about like, oh, she's cute, you know what I mean? It's a lot to categorize in it because my perspective is like I'm thinking about so many things that come with it, right? But if I would just say some cute, oh, she's cute, ain't nothing too crazy. My thing is just that even though that you can look attractive to me, my biggest thing will always be I need to talk to her. That will be my biggest thing. The reason why is because I need to see beyond how you look. Does it match or does it go beyond your looks? Is there some personality? Is there any liveliness? Is there any passion in what you want to speak on and talk about? I've always been told by guy friends there's a difference between these things like levels. Yeah, like you can have a certain cute girl and with a bomb ass personality sometimes. There's certain levels to it, and it's really just in the beholder of whomever is saying what's cute and what's pretty and what's beautiful. Beautiful is just like, what is it, like Break My Scale, BMS or some shit like that? Yeah. Back when you used to do it, to be honest, and rates and shit like that. Yeah. But that's what I'll say for that. But again, number two, pardon me, going back to it. Number two is gonna be when women love when men see them as a human. It's safe yet dangerous, more than meets the eye theory. And another thing that I also I added for it was active listening. Okay, because when you can see a big part of like seeing women as humans, men specifically, is that one of the big parts of it is just being able to also listen to what's happening. Most guys want to go based off of like what they're looking at. Danny, I see you. Is Izzy Cartel your brother? Nah, that's me. That's my artist profile. I just typed it with my artist profile. That's where I make my music on, or post my music. Excuse me. But active listening is a big part of like seeing women for who they are, because you have to like, if you want to see women on another level, not deeper, not too super intimate, you have to be an active listener. But when I talk about being an active listener, I'm not talking about using a skill to listen to her, make her feel like she's heard. You know what I'm saying? And if you make her feel like she's heard, or you're trying to do that in order to get sex, you're manipulating. You're being a manipulator, and that's not what we do on these parts, right? Because active listening to me is important because I love my moments. I love my time. If I am engaging in a moment or with a woman at this time, I'm going to be listening because I'm taking the time to engage with you at this time. And I love to engage and I want to hear and I want to listen. Being able to actively listen to her also shows that you can still see her as human, right? You know what I'm saying? But it makes her see as human because most guys are trying to figure like this is what most guys try to do. She's talking to you about, oh yeah, I got this cat named Nala, and she's a black cat. Her name's Nala. I've been having her for 2 years, and we like to cuddle and we like to watch Twilight, and we like to do that. And then he's not active listening. He's just trying to pick up on something so he can say. So he'd be like, oh yeah, Twilight. Oh my god, I used to love that movie. Wow, we are so similar. We have such similar interest. It's like we get each other. It's like we know each other. Wow. They're only listening so they can, try to say something so you can seem relatable. To be honest, you shouldn't even try. Don't no, actually, not even try. To be honest, you shouldn't relate to women. And what I mean is that it's great to have differences. This and see that goes into a part of seeing her as human. What most guys do is see a woman, right, as a goddess. They see her as like this thing that I need to be like a. Is there a trophy around me? If I had a trophy, just okay, this is my trophy. Oh my god, look at her. She's so. Oh my god, this damn fur. Look at her. She's so beautiful. She's so this. She just look at this. Oh my god, she's so shining the way she is, and just everything about her, like her hair to the toes to the things, and oh my god, like look at that body. You know what I'm saying? But they're not seeing her for who she is. They see a car, right? But they don't see what's under the hood. They don't try to test drive it. They just see it and automatically fantasize it. Have a conversation with this woman, man. See her for who she is. It's a very important thing. Shout out to everybody in the building. My name is All Star Izzy. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hit subscribe if you're new. We're working our way to the top. We do appreciate everything that comes with it. If you do have a question, please put a Q. We are talking about 5 secrets women keep from majority of men, aka exposing the true female nature. I don't even like saying female, bro. I like saying women. I like to say women. Women sounds a lot more sophisticated and sexy, and like female just sounds like I feel like I'm in like science class or some shit like that. You know what I mean? It's weird to me. Anyways, regardless though, but that's why I say women love men to see them as human. Because excuse me, I was talking about disagreements. That correlates into seeing her as human because people have their own opinions. We have our own conversations. We can disagree on things, and I think you should be able to disagree. Men, listen. Don't be afraid to disagree with women. Look, that could be another secret, but I'm adding it to this one. Women like when men disagree with them, bro. But this doesn't mean you gotta disagree and be like, oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're so crazy. You're a crazy girl. Oh, it died on me. But they're gonna be like, you're a crazy girl. Why would you do this? No, I don't fucking No, bro, no. Disagree with her just if you have a genuine opinion on something, right? Or you guys don't see eye to eye on a movie character. You guys have different favorite colors. You guys want to do different things. This creates a more connection as well. And you see her for a human because guys will try to love and praise what she is talking about. And they're scared to disagree because they're like, what if I lose a connection with her? What if we just don't connect like that? What if we just, and it's like, bro, listen, women want you. Like, first of all, women like men who respect themselves. Women love men who respect themselves, bro. 1000%. You agree to disagree. Yeah, women like when you can stand on your own 2 feet and you can show her that you're not a weak motherfucker. Women get water because she knows. Oh, he's willing to speak his mind. It doesn't matter how attractive I am. He is willing to say what is on his chest, and that is honorable, bro. Women love men who are honorable, who can say the things that they say. They can stand on business. They can stand on a square. They can say, yeah, that's what it is. I don't care if you disagree or not. But you don't got to be a D-bag about it. You can just say, this is what I believe. And what? Oh, you think this character is better than this character? Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Nothing better than having a good convo with an attentive listener. Exactly. And it goes both ways. Like once you have a best way to know that you're having an attentive listener with you when you're women and ladies and gentlemen and ladies, like both together, is when you can reciprocate, go back and forth. And then even in the first 10 minutes and you're still talking for the next 15, 20, you bring it back to something you talked about in 5 minutes. Oh, she said something like, oh yeah, my birthday was the other day, and you were like, oh okay, oh you mean when you went skydiving for the first, who, something, just something like that, right? You're bringing a call back that creates a connection, and it shows you're actively listening. Now here's the thing, it's so funny because this is such a secret that people was gonna use this, and people do use this as a manipulative tactic to get with women. I don't do it to get with women. I do it because I take my time seriously and I love what I do and I do what I love. But shout out to everybody. My name is All Star Izzy. Hit the like button and subscribe. It's your boy All Star Izzy. We on the road to the top. You know what I'm saying? Amanda says, you think it goes deeper if you have that trait to see her like you mentioned. It indicates to her if she has to have. Well, I'm sorry. Hold on. You think it goes if you have that trait to see her like you mentioned. It indicates to her if she wants to have kids with you, they would be secure and solid, so survival to appropriate care. Yeah, that can happen in there too. Like bro, women have confessed to me times like they see me as their baby daddy, bro. Like you would, I saw you as a father. I knew we would do this. Oh, I knew that I was gonna. Yeah, bro, women plot on me. It's crazy. Like, and then women confess that. They'll confess them plotting on you. Like, I remember I had this lady, she told me, she was like, yeah, I've been waiting for this moment. I knew it. When I first saw you, I knew this was gonna happen. I was like, damn. I love women, you know what I'm saying? Whew, shout out to them. But yeah, women be talking about all that type of shit. But nah, I think it definitely is like that. But that's the thing is with that is just like, that's just a feeling. Like, there's still more that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? But that shows a characteristic of a man who's a leader and who's able to do what he says and says what he does. His word is everything to him. You know what I mean? All right. Thank goodness women is more sophisticated. No one says male instead of men. Well, in this space, we're gonna have to use males for guys who are not men. So I would definitely say males. Or stuff like that, maybe a good sport, but yeah, these guys, they're not men. We just gotta keep it a buck about it. You know what I mean? You don't gotta be a d-bag. Yeah, for sure. I disagree with her even when I agree with her, so she can know I have a backbone. Okay, well, I mean, I guess if unless it's like if you're just doing it for fun, I mean, that just sounds like you're trying to just be like, yeah, I disagree with you, but secretly inside you're like, but I actually do agree with her. I just need her. I just need to make her see me like as like I have structure in my life. And there's nothing wrong. Y'all can agree with women too. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, number 3 of 5 secrets. Now it's about to get real spicy, real hot. It's about to get grown and sexy in this bitch. Okay, you know what I mean? Number 3, and this honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Number 3, I think is gonna be the most shocking one I have on my list, right? And the reason why I say that is because I just think it's gonna shock the world when I say this, bro. I just gotta get it out there. Number 3 of 5 secrets women hide from majority of men is that women want to have sex too. I had to be the one to say it. Women want to have sex too. Women, number 3 of the 5 secrets women don't want to show or tell majority of men. They want to hook up. All right. What a shocker, right? It's super shocker. What's up, Cruz Bolero? How you feeling? Great to see you. Great to see you. Super shocking, Diaja. Super shocking. Honestly, women love sex. Yes, absolutely. We put it on the shirt and everything. It took so much out of me to say it because honestly, I knew when I said this, it's gonna shock the world. Like, I was just like, I was before I even got on the live, I was panicking. You know, I was almost about to faint. I was like, I was looking in the mirror. I was looking at myself. I was like this. I was like, and you know, if you say this, there's no going back, because once you tell this truth, you can't ever go back. And I can't believe you're gonna actually open up and have this conversation and let them know that women want to have sex. I can't believe it. Women, yeah, it's a bit hot in here. Chill. But yeah, women want to have sex. All right, let's get the cats out the bag, okay? Now the reason why we hear this all the time, we all mainly know. The thing is that the reason why this has to be instilled as secrets is because a lot of women are, and everybody going forward, this is about to get, we're gonna get, this is gonna be very 18 plus type shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's gonna be a very 18 plus. I'm gonna be a bit explicit here, but you know this is what requires for this shit. Okay, women are horny, bro. Women are horny as fuck. Okay, and that's just the truth. All right, she would fuck on the first night. Does that mean all them will? No. But if it was right, yes, she would do it. Would she give you head in the car the first time y'all meet? Yes. Absolutely. Would she smash you the first time y'all meet? Yes. Absolutely. Young Chucky, I see you. Elena, great to see you. Would she fuck you in the car the first time y'all meet? Yes. Yes. Does she have? Can she give you head without knowing your last name? Yes. Why? Because women are horny too. Women want to have sex. And here's the thing. I have a video about women want to have sex too, and men getting in their way about this shit, bro. Women want to. They want, like, bro. I've met, and see, I'm breaking a lot of rules right now, but they know me. But women, I met this woman at a bar. We talked for a little bit. She brought her friend, brought my bro over. Said we met. 10 minutes later, we both fucking him at the crib. They live 2 minutes down the road. We both smashing. We don't even know each other's last name or nothing. All I did, I saw them taking a picture. I walked up in the camera and posed with them. And then the girl that I was with, looked at me, and I was like this. Like this. When we took another picture, and she kissed my cheek. I already knew. So what happened? My bro came by, said, hey, yo, this my homie. Right? Had a couple conversations. Telling the girl, we need to get out of here, okay? Fuck all this camera and this public shit. My boy vibing. I like you. Let's get out of here. We ended up fucking them 10 minutes later. Why? Because women want to have sex too. It is a shocker for a lot of men to realize this. Because you know what's crazy too? Women have agendas in their mind about having sex just as much or even more than men do, bro. Genuinely. I told y'all about the stories about the women that have been plotting on me. Like, women would tell me, they're like, oh, I knew I was gonna ride your shit. I knew I was gonna, like, I knew it. Like, I wanted that. And I had to have that. Why? Because women want to have sex. And it's not a bad thing. The thing why we gotta keep it a secret, or why women can't necessarily act on that, especially in public, or show so much desire, even if she does, is because she's like, I don't want to be judged. Too many motherfuckers are looking at women as hoes. Rather than, see, here's the thing. You can see her as one. But see her as one that is willing to be one with you in a slutty way, not in a bad way. Like, you're like, oh, you're a hoe. No, just like, I want you to hoe for me. And whatever you do outside of me is fine. Like, that's some sexy shit. Well, we about to get it. We about to get nasty, y'all. We about to get nasty. I'm telling y'all, we're getting nasty. We about to get nasty. All right. So if y'all under 18, you might not want to be this. This may hurt your innocence. Or people who, believe in certain things, and and that's up to you. But we're talking some secret shit here, and we're gonna be honest. Okay. Too many men are seeing women. Oh my gosh, she's I know, right? She's this 304. She belongs to the streets, bitch. First of all, I am the streets. Shout out to no, that wasn't the line. I belong to the streets. I belong to the streets. So she belong to the streets. Looks like we belong together for how long we are with each other. 100. But the thing is that when you can see women, so this goes up to par as seeing women as human. That is, first of all, it's just a human thing to want to have sex. Like, There's nothing wrong with having that drive to want to have sex. Just as you said, great to see you, by the way. I wish I could have sex every night. That's coming from a lady. You only hear men talking about like, oh man, I wish I was doing this. I wish I and you see, that's just a prime example of everything I was speaking on. The thing is that just because women want to have sex though, doesn't mean she's gonna want to have sex with you, because you gotta be able to not be creepy, to not be forceful. You gotta be able to. You gotta also tease. You gotta flirt. Jazzy, great to see you. Welcome in. How are you doing? You gotta be able to open that floor up. That's why see women as a human, bro. See them as a person. She wants to have needs too. What is so wrong about that? And it is a huge secret, because it seems like you know what it is, bro. And I've talked about this, and it's actually in my membership, and I'm only gonna speak on this at this moment because we're talking about it right now. I don't like to bring this up too much because I'm breaking a lot of rules anyways, so fuck it. We already here. There are two societies, bro. Okay? Really three, but I'm gonna just keep it simplistic and say two. Two, there's a surface society of, hey, how you doing? Oh my god, yo, Charlie, great to see you. Or you see Benny. No, fucking Benny. What's a sexy girl name? Vanessa. You see Vanessa walking. Oh, hey Vanessa, how are you doing today? Oh, just clocking in for the day. Oh, you got any plans tonight? It's going to the weekend. Oh, just gonna chill, have some wine, maybe. Just like regular banter in a conversation. They moving their heads and hands like this and shit, like. And you're like, oh yeah, the surface level is we're all innocent. We're all nervous. We're not nervous, but we're all just, hey, what up? Yo. Hey, yeah, oh my God, lovely day we're having today, right? And then there's another society, which is a secret sexual society, where Vanessa is not the Vanessa she is seen on coworker Vanessa shopping at Publix, Vanessa going to the library, Vanessa walking the streets for a jog and walk. No, there is Sex Nessa. I don't like that name, but I had to say something nasty with it. It's like, oh shit, like, wait, hold on. The Vanessa, the one that's innocent? Or, yeah, she's fine, but like, wow, I never knew it had in her. Yes, because there is a different side to this shit, where women are complete freaks, where women have the most wildest, nastiest fantasies, because they want to have sex too. And it comes with confession. And that's the only way it comes down to. Go back to Mexican. Shout out to everybody. My name is All Star Izzy. Hit the like button. Let's work our way to 30 likes. Who is in the building? Let's get some stars in the chat really quickly. I see you, boxing. Let's do it. Let's get some stars in the chat. Who's in the building? Show me who you are. What's up, boxing? What's good? But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, again, what's good, bro? How you feeling? Bro? How you feeling? I see you, Tahid. I think that's how you say your name. I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I feel like just being honest tonight. You can always be honest in here, Elena. I think it benefits a lot if you are. We need studs in here. Izzy, you talk to any studs? I don't talk to any studs. But if the studs do come, I mean, hey, tell them to hit the like and subscribe. It's you, D. Run me by who? And my apologies. I'm not meaning to be disrespectful, but I apologize. I'm not sure who D is. I know a lot of folks with the name D or J and something like that. Target. D. I don't remember. But I remember Target though. But I don't D. That sounds familiar though. Not gonna lie. But anyway, shout out to the stars. I see y'all with the stars in the building, you know what I mean? But anyways, what's up, Twin? How you feeling? Shout out to Twin is in the building. But that's why the societies, they listen, bro. We worked together. D. Yeah, I remember. I know we worked together before, but I just don't remember who D is, to be honest. It's not coming to mind. I'm not gonna lie. Try to DM me. Maybe I can see who you are. But just I got you. I got you. But there's two societies to this shit. Women have another. They have another side to them because women want to have sex too. They have sexual cravings. They want to have sexual awakenings. They want to orgasm. They want to feel freely. They want to have sex. They want to be put in the craziest positions known to man, right? But you gotta be a man who's worthy enough. Firstly, you gotta be able to be in the secret society in order to see the society, and you have to be invited into that society, because there's two worlds in this shit, right? You're gonna have the surface public world where people are presenting them as such, and then you have the shout out to Afi Kingdom. He has this thing called like the underworld. I remember he used to send me his books like years ago, but it's like a secret society underneath all this shit. Can we do some comebacks? Want to hear my new one? What do you mean comebacks? You mean pickup lines? Yes, thank you for typing that down. Welcome to the All-Star community. Hit the like, subscribe, and enjoy your time. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. Yes. We are in the building. But that, ladies and gentlemen, right there is number 3. One of the most shocking ones, to be honest. All right. And the thing is, just because women are, thank you for the gifts. Woo wee! Look at that shit. Who I'm gonna split that with? You guys want a piece? If you want a piece, let me know. I'll go ahead and split. I'll split that pie with y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah. W Reynaldo. My syndrome's down, but my money's up. I like that. Don't let nothing stop you. I like that. Anyways, you know, again, and here's the thing, because women do want to have sex, right? And women want to be able to experience certain things. Ooh, who's trying to have some of this? Listen, hey, we about to sip on some mugs, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Daniel? Hey, y'all get your cups out so I can go ahead and pour y'all some too. I can be like this, you know what I mean? Because I'm on sharing as well. I don't mind sharing. We got some pie. We got a mug. Y'all can have pumpkin pie. No, sir. Whoa! Hold on. Let's pause the live real quick. Wait, hold on. Y'all choosing, wait, hold up though, bro. What you mean you on like pie? Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is the one. If it's pumpkin pie, I'll pass, but thank you. Is this what's gonna be? Is that pumpkin? Nah, man. That's all right. Bet that, Janobi. I'm probably only gonna be on here for like another 30, and then that'll be all. To be honest, it's whatever you want it to be. Yeah, listen, hey, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you. Yeah, GG. High five, man. High five. You'll take a slice of that pumpkin pie. All right, okay, hold on. So what is it, y'all? Apple pie? Who the fuck? Yo, get Danny out of this conversation. Nah, I'm fucking with you, bro. When am I coming back to ATL? Probably in December, to be honest. Thank you, Diaja. You get it. Yes, pumpkin. Listen, okay, and we're gonna get back to the topic, but that hold on. First of all, it's pumpkin pie, and then it's Izzy pie, and yo, pause. I was about to say something wild, but you know, it definitely superior is pumpkin pie for sure. Definitely superior is pumpkin pie. We have to do the hokey pokey, now turn yourself around so I could put something in, and now it's not my right foot, because that's what it's all about. Moment of silence for Marie, y'all. Moment of silence for that pickup line, y'all. Hold on. All right, we're back now. By the gods, Marie. What the fuck? What the fuck was that pickup line, man? Anyways, let's get back into this thing. My favorite pie is pumpkin pie. Yes, it is. By the way, shout out to everybody. My name is All-Star Izzy. Hit the like button, subscribe. It's your boy. We on the road to the top. Shout out to all the stars that's in the building. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, like, come on, bro. Yeah, that one's up there too, though, Marie. But anyways, number 3, women do want that, okay? But you gotta be a man you have to be a man that is equipped enough to see her, but who she is, what she likes, and what she wants. And if you don't agree on the same thing, there's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta be able to provide a space for her to open up on that freaky level, and for her wanting to have sex with you. Appreciate the honey. Y'all, hey, I love these gifts though. Hey, y'all keep giving me. It's cool. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. You know what I mean? I like gifts. You know, Christmas is coming around, so I do fuck with the gifts. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you gotta be a man that's worthy of that. You know what I'm saying? All right, bet. Have a good one. Thank you. I feel like that was sexy. Ay, Dios mío. All right, now number 4. Okay, number 4 of 5 secrets women hide from majority of men. Okay, and we're exposing this the true female nature, right? But number 4 is gonna be women know when they're going to cut you off. Thank you. Ooh, look at that honey though. Yeah, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We got a honey in the building. I mean, we had some pumpkin pie. Listen, hey, if you like pumpkin pie, we're gonna do that. Floating heart. Hold on, I got you. I got you. Put it con mi corazón también. Gracias. Y'all heard that Spanish though. Ooh. All right, number 4 is that of a secret that women don't want to tell you is that women know when they're gonna cut you off. Whether that's your girlfriend, whether that's your situationship, whether that's whatever, bro. Women already have a plan in their mind already. Like they already know whether how long this is gonna be. They know when they're gonna cut you off. They know how they're gonna cut you off, and they may be waiting until around maybe somebody else comes around, or they might be waiting for a couple of evidence to come around, and they know when to cut you the fuck off. Crying in the walk-in, yes or no? I have no idea what that means, Elijah. But anyways, women know exactly what they're going to do. Like, if you're a bitchy man, all right, or you're just not living up to the hype that she likes and shit like that. Now, here's the thing: it doesn't matter what she likes. It's just that, like, if you're selling a dream but you're not living up to the things that you said, she knows she's gonna cut you off. See, there's still some good women that's gonna cut you off, just cause she's like, you're wasting my time. But like, women will wait 6 months. Like when she knows and when she's mentally moved on, she's already creating a plan of like, okay, I'm about to cut him off at this time and that time. I already know exactly. Oh, it's gonna happen around this time, and when it does, I'm ready for it. The guy may be like, "What do you mean? We just got on such a good path. We were just opening up to each other. You were just telling me how much you like me. I thought we were linking up. I thought it was really cool." Listen, bro. Hey, listen, yo, Peter, it's just not gonna work out. Okay. Women know exactly when they're gonna cut you off, and it is what it is. You gotta be okay with it. There's nothing wrong with women wanting to cut you off, right? But just know that women have it in their back of their mind. Okay, they always mentally check out. Well, most of the time, I'll give it like 90% of the time. Most women mentally check out before they physically check out. Okay, they might still be there physically. You still might be smashing. You know what I mean? You still might be doing it, but her mind is not with you. She doesn't feel that way for you no more, and it just is what it is. But just know that when you hear the fake moans, it's because she's mentally moving on. You know what I'm saying? When she's not feeling you as much as she did before, she's probably mentally moving on. All right, and that's just what comes with it. You just got to be real about it. All right, and that's a secret. It's out there, but a lot of men are too fucking attached to women that they're just like dating or fucking, and it's like, you know, like if you're gonna only want to smash, and you try to do more than just smashing, you're gonna turn her off down the line because you're without you noting, and maybe her not even noticing exactly what it is, but you're showing that you're not the man that you say that you present yourself to be, which will turn into turmoil and resentment going forward. So she's gonna cut you off in the future. Just letting you know, bro. I do this for the men. You know what I'm saying? You my dogs, bro. I want to make sure the men understand this shit full-heartedly, okay? Yep, just like the 4th episode of Black Mirror, waiting for the time to be up. Exactly. They know it. When y'all know it. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, is it a bit cold? Sure. But I mean, if women are doing that to you, it's a time to look at yourself in the mirror and kind of think to yourself like, damn, like what was I doing? What happened? Sometimes women could just be women, but the thing is, did the time just run out too long? Were you guys too much with each other? Was it, there's time and place for everything. All right, like the Black Mirror episode. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you and Elena said the same thing. Exactly, Gil. And yeah, exactly, Marie. Are you done? Are you done yet? Let me just. This is the guy. Let me just get it off. Let me just get it off real quick. Hold on. Just give me like 10, 15 more seconds, maybe 2 more minutes. Just let me get it off. Like, okay, in The Wolf on Wall Street, the Margot Robbie, her wife, his wife at the time, right? She let him smash him Yeah, they smashed one more time. She let him. And then she said, I'm leaving you. But she already knew before then, she already had a plan mentally and was already checked out. You know? You like my shirt today? I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know if I've ever planned to stop messing with someone when it feels like it's not going anywhere. I'm out immediately. And that's real, Diaja. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I say like 90% are, 10% are gonna just say how it is, because which is good. You're not wasting no time. You know, but it's women will wait around, and sometimes they'll keep you around. Maybe pull back just a little bit so it doesn't seem so abrupt. That way that they can like find more options. And here's the thing, don't be upset at that. It's not about what she's doing. It's about why this is happening for you. Let women do women, okay? Now, am I saying to be with a woman like that? No, because you need to be with a woman who sees you with starry eyes. She needs to look at you with stars. Like when I see women that like me, they got hearts in their eyes. They're already like, you know what I mean? It's nothing but that. Sometimes I waited for the right moment to cut off because I don't want to seem mean. That too, exactly, exactly. Waiting for the right moment. I don't want to be too hurt. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Like I know, and see, that's what Elena is saying. She may not think it per se, or maybe she's not trying to say it the way. But I'll translate into being a little bit mean. She thinks you're too soft to hear the truth, and she's waiting for the best time to make you feel just right. Because if she knows she just tells you, you might get hurt, and you might do something that's crazy. Because simps are emotionally out of control, and they will do anything, right? Sometimes I just wait for the fuck up from them. Exactly. What's up? What's up? How you feeling? What's good? How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling? Good to see you. Good to see you. Remember to drink your water. My name's Allstar Izzy. Hit the like button if you have not. Hit the subscribe. We on the road to the top, okay? And number 5, ladies and gentlemen, of what 5 secrets women hide from majority of men. Okay? And women, you can you know what I mean? You can disagree, you can agree, but men, and I had to personally pick this one because the 5th secret that women hide from majority of men, because it's super popular on like social media of what women like. But you know, some women could like it, but I know deep down inside you don't. And that, ladies and gentlemen, number 5 is women do not like men who vent about their problems and their feelings to them. I'm doing well. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you for asking. Pardon me, y'all. Pardon me, y'all. I only want to have sex if I feel a strong urgent connection with a particular person. Okay, that's real. What's good, Janobi? How you feeling, bro?
What's good? What's good?
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? But yeah, hold on, hold on. Before we get into the conversation with you, give me a second.
Yeah.
Um, but yes, number 5, women don't like men who vent to them about their feelings. They don't want to hear it. They don't care to know. Honestly, and why I had to say like it's super on the surface level is very popular because they're like, oh, I want men to tell me how they feel. I want them to do this. I want them to be like my best friend. You know, like all that type of vibes. But women are turned off, bro. But and here's the thing, this doesn't mean you can't tell her that you stubbed your foot and you were hurting about it. Like if you stubbed your foot and you be like, God damn, that hurt. That fucked up my day, right? And that's not venting. I mean, do you need to say that? Not really. But the thing is that when you're just like whining or just talking too much about your emotions, about how you feel, and you're not doing nothing about it, women don't really like to hear that, bro. I guarantee you, they don't. And some of them can say, "Yeah, I fuck with it," you know. But at the same time, do not vent to women. They don't want to hear. If you need to, not I don't even want to say vent, but if you need to discuss your challenges, let's say that. That sounds a lot better. If you need to discuss your challenges, hit me up. Come to my channel and talk about it. You can whatever, but not with the ladies. They don't want to hear about your problems. They don't give a fuck about that, bro. And that shit really, it does make you look weak, to be honest. And I think that just it's a bit too much. Like I'm giving out like I can just create this for myself. Now this doesn't mean you got to be robotic and be like, oh my god, I am a sigma male who cannot feel feelings. I cannot. No, that doesn't mean none of that. Just keep it to yourself, solve those problems, and potentially confide in a mentor if you need that. I guarantee you needing to say that doesn't it's not going to not it's not a benefit, but it's not just like it's just useless. It's just
Can I
useless,
speak on
bro.
that real quick? Can I speak on that real quick?
Yeah,
Is he?
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. So yeah, venting to a woman is actually feminine behavior. So at that
Mm-hmm.
point in the relationship, you really not being a man because you're not putting things into action like you said. Just talking about it, yapping about it. It's not encompassing of a man. It's not masculine. If you
Mm-hmm.
have a problem, you need to deal with it. You need to fix it. You need to go and address it head on. Not sit here and
Yep.
worry about what other people think of your problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Cause if only time I'm complaining to a woman is probably about like, and if I'm had to really vent about something, bro, I'll probably talk about how I had a really bad gameplay in my video game. Like I'm like my team was so trash. I'm like, bro, like they was pissing me off so bad. Like, I might, we might do that whole therapy session. She might be we gonna foreplay that shit. I'm like, listen, I had a really shitty day. My team on it's just like they don't listen and they're not using their abilities and I just don't feel like their heart is in it. I might vent about that shit, but anything else, I'm not talking about nothing else like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
you say what?
No, I was just gonna say like anything personal. Like I don't mind. Like
Yeah,
if I'm
yeah,
gonna get mad, I'm gonna get mad at my sports team that's losing
100.
and piss
Yeah,
me
yeah,
off.
bro. Yeah, 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 absolutely, bro. I'm or fucking goddamn. My neck was broke. I don't know. I might talk about that. Like, bro, that shit pissed me off. You know what I mean? I might say some shit like that. Anyways, there's a lady in the building that says you have a beautiful voice and that you are a handsome fellow by the name of Marie.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you,
All
Marie.
right, man. But oh yeah, let's go ahead. Let's chop it up, bro. Let's chop it up. What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, man. Just came here for a review
Let's
on the
do it.
day we couldn't do it last week. I had some
Mm-hmm.
the time zones is obviously cooked because I'm all the way out here in Australia. But
Right.
we're here now. We're here now.
Yep.
And yeah, on the base we're gonna get deep into it. But
All
yeah,
right, bet.
it was a very, very fun, it was actually very fun, very sexual, very flirtatious date, you know. And I learned a lot, honestly, because it's not more so about the date in itself for the woman, but it's
Mm-hmm.
more so like you always say, learning about yourself, learning what you can do, how you can
Mm-hmm.
do it, and obviously building on top of what you learn
Yeah,
from that experience. So yeah, we'll start off. Okay, we start off at, and feel free to jump in at any time if you want to say anything.
I
But
got
yeah,
you.
okay. So yeah, we started off. I started off, getting ready. Got the cologne, got my fit. You
Right.
know, called her. Oh no, actually, she messaged me telling me, just let me know when you're on the way.
Okay.
When I was on, yeah, I called her, let her know I was on the way, and yeah, before I actually got to her, before I went to
Mm-hmm.
her, I went to the date spot first because, like I said before, we learned that you got to check out the spot first. And I actually messaged my waiter, and she didn't respond, so I had to go and
Mm-hmm.
see if she was there. She was working. She was there. She's like, "Oh, I forgot. I didn't see your message." I'm like, "It's cool. Just get this spot. Get the spot that I like to sit at the cafe. Just get it ready
Mm-hmm.
for me. 'Cause I'm gonna be back in about like it was 20 minutes or whatever." I went to go pick her up, and yeah, just greeted her with a hug, twirled her around, tell her she looked good, tell her she smelled good,
Oh, so
and
you picked her up at the spot, right?
yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
picked because, like I said, she lives on campus, and the spot is
Yeah.
like 10 away. So,
Okay.
and she doesn't drive. So I was like, no problems. I'll pick you up, and then I'll
Okay.
take you back
Cool.
because
Cool. Cool.
it's not far,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So yeah. Okay, and Pete. Okay, I want you to put this in your mind, Izzy.
All right, bet.
She said, like before we got into the car, because she lives on a dorm, and there was other guys on the balcony, and
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "We got to get out of here quick because I don't want these guys to see me, and she's worried about what those other guys are gonna think of like the situation that's happening between me and her. So
Mm-hmm.
she has that in her mind. She's like, we got to get out of here quick.
Mm.
Okay, but then yeah, we ended up leaving.
Is there a specific reason? Like, it's just
No, it's not in particular. I think it's just
okay.
more so insecurity, normal stuff that women are just worried about. They're worried about other things and stuff. So I'm like, don't worry about
Okay.
it. So yeah, I'm driving her. We're having a very like casual conversation. Just as she asked me what I was doing that day,
Mm-hmm.
I told her what I did. I asked her what she done, and then yeah, because I went to the beach that day, she also went to the beach, and we just kind of connected on that. And then I shared the story of how like I never used to go to the beach when I was younger because like my parents they thought I couldn't swim. So even though
Mm-hmm.
I could swim, all right, I
Yeah,
know I'm
yeah, yeah,
black,
yeah.
but I could swim. I can swim. So yeah, and then I just gave her like just having a normal casual conversation, and then
Mm-hmm.
she brought up a point of
How long
how
was this
she
ride, by the way? It was like 10 minutes to the
it
thing.
was like 10 minutes. It was like 10 minutes. It was like
Okay,
10
cool.
minutes. But yeah,
Wait, before like
go ahead.
when you like toured around and stuff like that, did you give her a compliment or anything?
Yeah, of course, man. I told her
Yeah,
how
yeah, yeah.
sexy she looked. Yeah,
Okay,
of
cool, cool,
course. I
cool, cool.
gave her 2 hugs. I gave her
Okay.
2 hugs.
Not one, but two.
And yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
it was something I was gonna bring up later in the date, right? Because it was gonna be in reference to a conversation we had before.
Yeah.
But I ended up I ended up the date was so like it was just flowing that I totally forgot to bring it up.
That's
But
good.
it's not something that was deep. But
Yeah, yeah. That's
yeah,
good though.
I'll
I
just
mean,
bring
that's how you
yeah.
know how good the time was.
The day, yeah, bro. It was going
Mm-hmm.
so well that I completely forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
But yeah, y'all driving, connect on the
we
beach.
drive in. Yeah, I actually missed this. I actually missed the turn to go to the spot, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, so I just used that in order to be like, so I made this point of saying, oh, you already. I told her, I'm like, oh, you're already going to be a problem for me tonight, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, really? And then I was like, yeah, but don't worry, I have the solution to our problem. Kind of just to
Right.
be a little,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
be
smooth.
smooth and flirt a little bit. You know what I mean?
Flirt,
Yeah,
flirt a little bit, you
yeah.
feel me? And yeah, okay, we get to the spot. It was actually the spot like had some painting of Deadpool, and she likes comics, so she took a photo of that. I didn't even realize that, right? I didn't even
Nerd.
realize.
Nah, I'm playing.
I swear to God, I didn't even notice that. But yeah, we got to the
That's
spot.
fly.
We got to the spot. My waiter, I introduced her like Steve. Like we're always meant to introduce our date to our waiter. So I,
Mm-hmm.
I so I So I introduced her to my waiter. Her name's Vonnie. Shout out to Vonnie.
Shout out
So
funny.
yeah, yeah. Told her Vonnie, this is Megan. Oh shit, that's her name, Megna. Megna, this is Vonnie. And then I gave her another twirl there. I toured her around. Like I told Vonnie, I'm like, look how sexy she looks. And then she's
Yeah,
like,
right,
Vonnie,
right, right.
what's on? And then and then I was like, we gonna get this tiramisu.
How'd she feel
And then
about that? Like when you was doing that? How was
she
what
she
was your
was kind
reaction like?
Okay, she was kind of like she was almost like I would say kind of nervous, right?
Yeah.
Kind of nervous because she's obviously never had anyone do that before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like Steve says, just show your date off, because this is you right here. You're giving her the experience of you.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I was showing, I
You're
was
with me.
showing
You're
her.
like, yeah,
Yeah, she was almost like kind of shy at first when she was doing. She's like, "Oh,
it's
stop
good.
it," and I was like, "Don't." No, I'm like, this is who I am. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a
Mm-hmm.
great time. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sat her down, sat her next to me, not across from me. Sat her
Good,
next to me.
good.
And then yeah, the whole time I had my hand on her hand, either her hand or her thigh.
What was the
So
rewind?
yeah.
I'm gonna rewind a little bit. What was the conversation like when you parked there and then when you were walking in? Like how was that? Was there anything specific? Was it just casual?
Yeah, I was more so just showing her like this is the spot I usually this is a spot that I usually go to. Like
Okay, cool.
when I'm going back from campus, when I had a long day, I study. I'm gonna grab either a coffee or a sweet treat, you know, because
Yeah.
I like dessert and stuff.
That's why I was
So yeah,
asking because I was like, this is like you're showing an extension of yourself, you know. So
yeah,
like you're talking about it, so that's good. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So as you know, as I sat her down,
Hand
I
in hand.
started
Yeah.
off. Yeah, I started off explaining like
How'd
the
she feel when you did that? Like, was there? Did she have any reaction to you putting her hand
no,
in her hand?
absolutely not.
It was just
Not
going.
like
Okay.
yeah, she was so comfortable. Like she was so
Okay.
comfortable.
Yeah. She was Her nerves were working out. Like she was getting a lot more
Yeah,
comfortable. That's what's up.
I wouldn't say she was getting more because she was already comfortable like to begin with. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like it was more so like okay, I expect this to happen. I expect him because like I said before, like we talked about before, we already had these kind of sexual flirtatious conversations. So
Right.
doing this and then remember what you said before, you gotta keep it the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Gotta be
you are.
continue to be consistent with it. Yeah. In person
Exactly.
and yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. It was more so it was just nothing out of the ordinary for me at least. And I
Yeah.
could tell
You were the same. You kept the same energy. Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, as we sat down, I explained the place in more detail. Like it's my well, not I didn't say this is my waiter, but I said like, yeah, this is the spot that I usually go to. They have some fire tiramisu that I want you to try, and I don't want to know your thoughts on it. And
Yeah.
then she's like, yeah. And then yeah, we talked about we talked about a lot
Yeah.
because first we talked about like what our favorite desserts are. I mentioned like cookies. I like cake, cheesecake. She also likes brownies, cheesecake. She likes lava cake as well.
How was she? Was she flirting back with you?
Yeah,
What were things that she
she
was saying?
she was more so like I said to you before, like she's
Hmm.
kind of the ones that like on the fence.
Yeah.
So she's she's talking. She's more so like, oh, you mean that? Or she would say like, I said she'd be like, oh, we're gonna have to see,
Hmm.
kind of.
Yeah. Type of attitude. Okay. What would you
Yeah,
tell her when she said that? She said this in person too.
yeah.
What'd you say?
So I said, this is kind of this is like skipping past a lot of stuff, but obviously we're not gonna
Yeah.
be here too long. But
Nah,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, she was kind of like, okay, we'll skip past like a lot of the conversation.
Yeah, that's
When I
fine.
brought that up, yeah, when I brought that up, like when she was flirting with me, and I was like, your lips look so good tonight. They look better.
Hmm.
I said that they almost look better than the tiramisu, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, I want to have a taste of them.
Hmm.
And then this is what she said right here. She
Yeah.
said, "Oh, I don't do PDA, public display of
Okay.
affection."
Yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
And then remember how you said last time, I at that moment you got to recognize I got it, like
Yeah.
the little movement.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So like the tension at that point was really hot. So then
Yeah.
at that point I was like, all right, we need to get out of here, because the date didn't take, bro. Trust me, it was going it was flowing right, but it
Right.
didn't take too long. We just had like I'd say like a 5-10 minute conversation, maybe like 7 minute
Hmm.
conversation, and then we ate the tiramisu, tried
Wow.
it. That took
Wait,
about like
together? You guys shared it?
yeah, yeah, we shared it
Good.
together.
Good. That's fly. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like that.
yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, that part is like a gray. I actually want your thoughts on this, right?
Okay, talk to me.
Okay, so this part I kind of think I messed up. So I got her to try the tiramisu first, right?
All
On her
right.
own, tried it, and then I tried the tiramisu um on my own. And then she actually wanted to feed it to me
Oh, okay.
first. First, you see, I wanted to do that. I wanted to be the one to do that.
I was gonna mention that actually, because that's why I was
Yeah,
like asking, how did y'all share it? Yeah, keep going.
yes. So she actually brought it up first, and then yeah, she initiated it first, but
Hmm.
I kind of blew it off. I don't, and she was kind of like, she was almost she wasn't like mad at it, but she was like kind of like okay, she's like okay, kind
Type
of
of
like
thing, yeah.
yeah. She wasn't like mad or anything like that, but she was like, okay, you
Do you
don't
think
do
that's
it.
where you messed up? Like because you didn't let her do that?
No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really think so. I didn't think it wasn't a big deal to her, but
Right.
we ended up anyway. So, but I
Right.
was the one to do it first.
Hmm.
So, I think like I kind of like messed up in like not initiating that first. So, I don't know
I
what your
want
thought.
my thoughts is like I don't think there. I don't. It's it's like low key. So there's it's like a yes and no, right? Because check me out. So it's like yes. I don't think that's a bad thing. Let me start with that first. The reason why I say is because it's not like you're trying to like structure it too much. Like there, like this, it's like you already knew you had that plan, but there's like she brought in some sense of spontaneity that you already wanted. So she's like, that's her like reinforcing. She's just what you already thinking. So I don't think it's bad that she did it because that just shows that she wanted to, like she wanted to do it, or she could have potentially been doing a thing that was already on your mind, which is nothing wrong because like it shows how much you were having a good time with her. Now I
Mm,
think the only thing that is a bit wrong with it is because if you already knew that before, like having a tiramisu, and then you kind of got lost in what you were doing, if and once that thought came in, like as you were sitting down or trying or whatever, once you had that, you should just did it, like not wait for like a certain time, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
yeah. I
was there ever a time when y'all were sitting down and having a tiramisu in front of you and were like, like I want to feed it, I want to like feed this to her. Like, did you think about that before that time came?
yeah, I did think about it, but I was
Mm.
like you said, I was kind of waiting for like the right moment, and
Right, right,
then
right.
she ended up initiating it, and I just kind of
Mhm.
blew it off. I was kind of like, "Oh, you trying?" This is what I said, right? Word for word. I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
you trying to feed me like a baby, aren't you?" And then she was like,
Mhm.
she didn't really feel like that. She was kind of more so trying to do
Yeah.
something like intimate with me,
Yeah, that's what it seemed
but
like, yeah.
yeah, so yeah, kind of blew that off. We had to like just talked for like 30 seconds a bit, and then I initiated it. So
Did it feel like the tension died down a little bit after that?
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, because that's what I could pick up, like, it's just, like, a bit like, "What? I just wanna" but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was the expression she had. But yeah, I ended up initiating it. I fed her
Mhm.
to her. He fed me. It's just like more so like I wanted to be the one to do that. You feel me?
Of course, you wanna yeah, of course, to initiate that, but that's why, like, it's important that the right moment is always the moment that you're choosing. Now, it doesn't also this and it's important too to not necessarily rush it, right? Because like,
Yeah,
imagine you just sit down and give it to you already. Oh, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, you could like this is tiramisu. Check
mhm,
out the details first. And before we put our spoons in, this is tiramisu. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna try it together. You tried it before, right?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna try it together. Let's do it individually. You know, have the arm around or whatever on the, or you have the hand on the thigh, whatever the case is. And then like
yeah.
she tries, you try it, and then you do another one. Or the first taste test could have been like as soon as that thought came in here, man. So this is your first time. Here you go. You could have like fed her right there. But it's again more like it's this thing like structured freedom. So like you know what you want to do, but the freedom comes in the spontaneity and like being able to be like flexible and adaptable in the moment when it comes in because cause the more you wait it's like the more like it's just gonna it becomes more of a big thing in your mind like okay right wait she just put her spoon down, now's my time, it's kind of like waiting like
Yeah.
hold on, let's like yeah, so I could see it. And like when you talked about how the tension died down a little bit, yeah, because she did want to be intimate, which I don't see there's nothing wrong with you denying it. I think what you could have said could have been better. Like if she were to feed you first, but she wants to initiate, and you could have been like, "How generous?" But I'm more of a generous man, so ladies first, right?
Oh,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
You could have like,
yeah.
it's like countering, like using because this is a huge part, especially in like flirting and being spontaneous and like in the moment is like it's being able to pick up on certain things. Let's say you did miss the beat, but then she picked it up because her picking up with what you wanted to do, like that's reciprocation. Like it was already meant to happen. She didn't even maybe she thought like in her mind, what if he feeds me? Like she probably would have thought about this already. But anyways, it's just like whatever she was doing could be used to your benefit. No matter even. But this again, it's kind of like you got to develop that. As time goes in the moment. So yeah, but
Yeah,
after you were saying, what's up, YC Slime? How you feeling?
yeah. So yeah, basically at that point we had the tiramisu, and then I brought up the point of like, yeah, we went through our favorite desserts again, and I brought up the
Hmm.
point of saying my list of desserts, and then I said this is what I said.
Hmm.
This is like something I have scribed down in my head, and I always say like something smooth and
Okay.
flirtatious. So I say my list, and then I say, but my favorite dessert is a taste of a woman's skin. And
Hmm.
then I was the way your lips are looking right now, I think they look better than tiramisu, and I want to try that.
Right. Okay, and then
And
that's
then
when she said the thing, right? She doesn't do PDA.
yeah,
All right, hold on.
so
Before
then
we go into that section, I'm sorry. Hold on.
yeah, go ahead, go
So
ahead.
when the conversation happened and then you fed her, did she also feed you back?
Yeah,
How did it feel like after that happened? Did it feel like the tension was still like I'm obviously the attention track's still there, but like what did it feel like it was
yeah, it kind of like went back up again, not like
went
really
back
high.
up? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Okay, cool, 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 cool. All right, now boom. You said that the PDA thing. Now we're at this point where it's kind of like, all right, where's the pivot and what is next?
mm. So like yeah, at that point I was like, okay, then I told her like, all right, let's get out of here then,
Right.
and and then yeah, we just packed this stuff up. There was a bit of tiramisu left over. I'll say like half of it, and
Hmm.
this gonna later. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, we went back to the car, and then she asked me where are we going now, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna drop you back home. She said, I don't want to go home now. I want to spend
Okay.
more time. I want to spend more
Okay.
time with you.
Right.
And then
So wait, hold on. When you saying you're
yeah,
gonna
go
take
ahead.
her back, when you were gonna take her back home, like, didn't you want to? Well, I know you wanted to kiss her, but like, was that still like energy still there of like being like them lips and shit? We in the car
Yeah.
type of
Okay, so
flavor.
okay, let me tell you why I said I'm going to take her back home. In my head,
Okay,
right?
I got you. I'm listening.
Okay, in my head, I'm like, okay, we gonna go back to her dorm and we gonna start over there. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know. I want to get your thoughts on this too, Izzy.
Talk to
So
me.
I don't know. Like, is this like a point where she wants to see like how I am intimately? So okay, but I gotta explain a bit more. So she brought up an idea of going to the park. She's like, all right, let's go to the park real quick. I mean, just let's go to the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I'm like, okay, I don't mind. I don't mind spending some more time with her because
Right.
we didn't spend like I said before. We didn't. This is about. I'd
Yeah. How
say.
how long was it? Like an hour?
I'd say no, no. At that point, like the date went really fast. Like it was only
Okay.
about from the point that we got into the spot and we left.
Mm-hmm.
It was about 20 minutes.
Oh, good. That's great.
20,
That's
20,
perfect.
20 or 30 minutes. 20 to 30
Yeah.
minutes
That's
at
perfect.
the
That's perfect.
yeah. So yeah, she brought up the idea of going to a park. I'm like, okay, we can go to this park because there's a park literally like down the spot, like damn, like 5 seconds, 5 second drive down the spot because it's on a corner, and then like you go down the corner, it's a big park.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, okay, let's go to this park, and I was like, all right, we go to the park, we park up, right?
Okay.
It's dark, it's dark. No, bear
Okay.
in mind,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
10:30, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, peep what she's saying here.
10:30. And we at a park? Hey,
Seven, seven,
yo.
seven, 7:30, 7:30, not
Oh,
10:30.
7:30. I was about to say 10:30. Oh, we not
Oh no,
here
no,
for just
actually no, no,
walking.
no, 7:30, 8:30, 8:30, 8:30, 8:30. Okay, 8:30 is it's dark outside. No one's at
Okay.
the park. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
In my head, this is what I'm thinking, right? We're going to the park, just walk around, probably like hold hands kind of thing. We might go to uh, a secluded part where, we can get more intimate. She says, right? Oh no, I said sorry. I say, okay, let's go out. I'm getting ready to leave, like the car. I'm about to like open the car door.
Yeah.
Says, I don't want to go outside. It's too cold. She's
Right.
giving me the plate right there because
Yeah, I
it
know. She.
wasn't
Yeah,
cold,
yeah.
and
That's exactly why she said she didn't want to go home. She felt good about everything, and you guys talked
yeah,
about the PDA shit. Yeah, yeah. Keep going. Keep going. Keep
yeah,
going.
and it wasn't cold outside.
Yeah,
It
you're
was
right.
not
Yeah, she
like I
just
was
she.
wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wearing a t-shirt. Like, trust me, it wasn't cold outside, right? Okay, so then I'm like, okay, I read the playbook. I'm like, all right, she wants to get more intimate. Yeah, I roll my seat back. I roll my seat back, and then yeah, we just like the tension is high at this moment. Tension's very
Yes.
high.
Yes. 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 Yes.
The tension's very high, right? So yeah, lights are closed. Just me and her in the car.
You playing music?
Yeah, I'm playing music.
Okay. Good. Good.
So R&B music,
Roll the seat back. Okay. You listen to
Roll my
R&B.
seat back.
Y'all chilling.
I was like, and then I started off with saying like, I told her like, man, you look so good tonight. I'm giving her
Right.
poetry right here. I tell her
Okay.
this this the smooth and softness of your skin, the moisture in your hair, the cherry red on your lips. I can see you put yourself well. Like
Right.
you put yourself for
You
me
just
tonight.
you talking that? Yeah. Okay. So like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
give me
And
that, yeah,
then
yeah. Give
yeah,
me that,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And
yeah.
then with her,
And then I said like,
we got. Also,
you know,
I apologize. I don't mean to rush, but we do got to wrap this up in a few. I'm 5%.
okay,
Yeah, and
okay.
I'm actually overtime like a motherfucker right now. I ain't gonna lie.
I
No,
gotta
you
hurry
good.
this
You
up.
good. You good. I get
Okay.
lost. I get lost in the story too sometimes, bro. I be like,
So
yo, this shit. I should just be because it just
I was
really
meant to
needs it.
make
It needs
yeah,
attention. Like shit, just it can't like details matter. But after you though,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. And then yeah, I told her, yeah, I took you took care of yourself. I can no, I
hmm
said until you take what's the word? Take well care of yourself.
right?
That makes sense. And then I said, you know what, you should be rewarded for that.
Okay,
She said, and how should I be rewarded?
okay.
And then I said, I'd rather not tell you, I'd rather show you. You know what I mean?
hmm
And that's when we go more intimate, started kissing, making out,
Good.
just yeah. Got to that point,
Okay.
yeah. No, we
And
just
did
did
it just leave off of there? Did anything else happen? You don't gotta
nah,
share too much
there's
details,
more,
but
yeah, there's more to the story, more to the story.
okay, cool. We might have to do
But
a part two,
I'll
bro.
finish.
We might have
We can
to
do a
do a
part
part
two.
two.
Should we do a part
Potential.
two?
I think
Because
potentially we
like,
should do a part two, bro. Cause like
okay,
I'm invested. I want to hear, and I also I want to assist. Here's the thing, but what I will say, although this is all good, and we're definitely gonna have to do a part two. What
yeah,
I will have to say though is I noticed a lot that she was more so initiating the thing. Now
yeah, yeah.
before her initiating, I know you said that you wanted to take her home. Why did you want to take her home?
That's what I said. Like, I thought we was gonna go get more intimate at her dorm,
Right, right,
but
right.
we ended up getting there. Trust me. Yeah, but we'll save that for part two.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
save
yeah.
that for
Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a part two because he's a because the thing is like there I see like a low key like I mean it seems like y'all already got there, but I'm gonna wait for it to part two to bring this up. But the only thing that I'll say like I'm glad that you get into that point, you guys kissing and you know what I'm saying.
yeah,
Um, definitely if definitely like take a little bit more initiative what you want to do. It's fine for like women to also show that oh let's do this, let's do that. But it's like you also gotta still try to lead it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
yeah,
she's telling oh let's just go to the park, but you were like damn. But in your mind you're like I'd rather go to your dorm. Something like that. Like I thought we were just gonna go over there and kick it. But that's the only thing I would say as far as that. Um, my thoughts on that. And two, just going further, remember, just be adaptable in the moment as far as like if she says something like if she does something even before you, like even like her being like, oh, let's go to the park. I want to spend some more time with you. And let's say you already knew you wanted to spend some more time.
yeah,
Just I like well, great minds think alike. Like we're both on the same thing. I already see. I
yeah,
knew there was something about you. I felt the same way. I'm glad that she's saying something about it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
something like just because although you wanted to, you still gotta like put voice yourself that you know the same shit like and lead it as well. That's the
Yeah,
only thing I think I would just add for that part. But we're definitely gonna have to do we're definitely gonna have to do a part two. So my
part two
fucking
coming.
yeah, my fucking 4% and shit.
All
And like,
right, part two
we
coming.
get into some part two coming. We're gonna do some more of the breakdown of this shit. You know what I mean? But hey,
Yeah,
shout out to everybody. My name is All Star Izzy. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. I am company today with Janubi. We're breaking down the first part of it and this and stuff like this. I want to say much respect and shout out to Janubi for coming up and talking about these things. So if
yeah,
anybody is in the comments or just in general that's silently hating or whatever the fuck they saying, you're not coming up here and talking about what you're doing. All right, just that's just 1000%. You know what I'm saying? We're at least doing this stuff. Gail keeps asking about a kangaroo. Wants to see the kangaroo.
yeah. Fuck this nigga Gil, man. Always trolling.
It's crazy, bro. But yeah, we'll do a part two. Again, we'll get
Part
in
two
contact.
coming.
We'll talk about it a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah,
overall, that's fly. I like that it took my one of my favorite parts took 20 minutes, and that's something that a lot of
yeah,
people don't hear. It doesn't take that long for real. It really don't take that long just
yeah,
to get your point across or whatever the case is. All right, but we're gonna speak soon.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing, and you guys have a great
Yeah.
day. To shine within, shine without. Any
So,
last words you like to say?
um, shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, shout out to All Stars dropping me this
Appreciate you.
game, bro. And yeah, pretty
One
much
thousand percent. 1000
my
percent.
Instagram. Yeah, my Instagram is Janubi. It's
Yep.
my tag. So
Absolutely. All right,
Janubi
gentlemen.
underscore.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish off.
No, that's it. That's all for me. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Izzy dropping this game. You know how it
Yes,
is.
sir. All right. So, gentlemen, go out there, kill shit, do what you need to do. Ladies, keep looking sexy the way you are right now. All right. I'm gonna see y'all soon. Authenticity is new sexy. Shine with the shine without. We out this bitch. Peace.